The way that we're going to end up making the boss for this is we're going to take a poof basketball, which you can find at any Walmarts and dollar stores around your area, most likely. And what we're going to do is we're going to split it in half. And the way that I've already mostly done this is I took a razor and I just cut it in half, just along the seam. It's on there, the molding seam that they use to make it for this set. I've already done most of this, so I'm just going to finish it up. Now that you have your two halves, you have one boss for another time, but for now we'll use this one. We're going to stick it in the middle here, but make it look a little bit better. We're going to put a little base on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 5-inch circle, cut that out. But luckily enough I have this can here that holds my paintbrushes, and I'm just going to center it over some of the crafting foam here. And I'm going to mark around the edges to make myself a nice little circle. And I'm going to cut it out with some scissors. Now I got a nice circle here that I'm going to center in the middle of the shoe, and I'm going to dap it on. What I'm as well going to do is I'm going to dap on this poof ball. So what I'm going to end up doing is dapping the top of the shield, dapping both sides of this piece of fun foam, and then dapping the underside of this poof basketball in order to stick it all together at once so I'm not wasting as much time. But with a poof ball of any sort, any kind of open cell that's squishy like this, it soaks up a lot of the dap. So what you want to do is either add 2 layers of dap to it, or you're going to add a lot more dap than you normally would put on a normal kind of surface. And it will take a little bit longer to dry because of that, but it will stay a lot better. And you're especially going to want to do that with a poof ball or open cell, specifically with the boss, because it might come off being smacked around a lot, being a surface that's not completely attached to the shield. So you want to use a decent amount of dap on there to make sure it stays in place. Alright, now that I have the boss put on the shield, it looks a little something like this. Next what we're going to do is we're going to punch a whole bunch of little circles like this to represent little rivets, and we're going to put 8 rivets around the boss here. Just 8 all the way around. And the way that I did this, I didn't actually film myself punching these holes because my camera wasn't recording at that point in time, but what I used is one of these leather hole punches. You can get it Tandy Leather or Hobby Lobby, any place that sells any leather tools really. And what you do is you take a scrap piece of fun foam, you lay it down on a mat or something so you don't dig into your table, you grab a mallet and you just punch a little hole into it, and you get yourself a little circle of foam there. And what we're going to do next is we're going to dap all of the little pieces. I've made 8 of them, and I'm going to dap them down, and then you will be done with this part of your shield, the fun foaming and actually building portion of your shield. The next thing that we'll do after that is plasti dip and paint it, and then the shield is completely done. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Alright, there we go. As you can see, I now have all the little rivets around the boss.